मुनीनां च ऋषीणां च गुरुं काञ्चन सन्निभं बुद्धिभूतं त्रिलोकेशं तं नमामि बृहस्पतिम्. Namaste everyone, I am Ramya Shri. Welcome to my channel Ramya Jyotish. On 5th of December, the planet of auspiciousness, Shubhakaraka, Jivakaraka, Jupiter, Guru will be transiting back to Mithun Rashi in his Vakri motion and will turn direct in Mithun Rashi on 11th of March 2026. This calendar year 2025 has been a spectacular year for planet Jupiter. In his Atichari motion, Guru transit out of Rishabh Rashi, then came to Mithun Rashi on 14th of May, then on 18th of October it came to his exaltation sign Karkatak Rashi, and now it is going back to Mithun Rashi. So in his Atichari motion, in just 1 year, planet like Guru has traversed around 40 to 42 degrees, which is quite very rare actually, because Guru takes around 11 to 12 months to complete 30 degrees. But this time he has crossed almost 40 to 42 degrees, and not just that, in his Vakri motion he will be adding 7-8 degrees extra as well. So this transit of Guru in Mithun Rashi in Vakri motion will complete many of his pending work, and that's what is a very interesting part from Vedic astrology point of view. This video I'll be mainly focusing on Medini Jyotish predictions, and I will detail out all kinds of events which we can expect in coming days for the next 3 to 4 months, and please do watch this video till the end. In the next videos or in the subsequent videos, I'll give you the Rashi wise predictions which will consider Rahu in Shatabhisha Nakshatra, Shanidev turning direct in Meena Rashi, and also Guru entering back to Mithun Rashi. So because whenever I give Rashi transit predictions, I would like to give it in a collective way. So now first let's listen, or let's first focus on Guru's transit in Mithun Rashi and how it will impact the whole world. So if we have to bifurcate our Medini Jyotish predictions in 5 different areas, so I would name it as like government and policies, what kind of changes we can expect there, and in financial markets, global affairs, natural calamities or any kind of disastrous events, and regional focus, and media and communication. So all these areas will get main amount of impact, because Guru is a planet of auspiciousness and is a planet of policy and procedures, very much important for banking and finance, and it is transiting in Mithun Rashi, which belongs to Mercury or Buddha. So Buddha is very important for media, communication, for education sector, and also has its own role in financial markets. So collectively, to say a big change or big transformation we can expect in coming days. So let's first see from each and every angle what all things we can expect, and what is this Guru being Vakri actually mean during this time. So astronomically, no planet turns Vakri. It is just the reduced motion of the planet because of the higher level of gravitational force from Sun, which would be controlling the planet. So whenever planet gets between 120 to 240 degree from the Sun, that's when it has to slow down its motion, because Sun's gravitational force is 27 times stronger than the Jupiter or of any other outer planet like Mars and Saturn also. And that's why we see Jupiter and Saturn turning retrograde for 100 to 120 days. Recently, Shanidev was retrograde for almost 4 months and now has turned direct. And now this is the time of Jupiter to actually be in this Vakri motion, which started from 11th of November, and he will continue in that and has changed his Rashi. Then he will turn direct again on 11th of March. So this is a pretty known phenomena or an understandable one. So if we see from Vedic Jyotish point of view, wherever Surya is placed, if Mars Jupiter or Saturn, any of these three planets. Mars is Mangal, Kuja, Angaraka. Jupiter is Guru. Saturn is Shanidev. So whenever these three planets come in between 120 degree to 240 degree from Surya, that's when they turn retrograde. Once they go out of this window, they will be in direct motion. So astronomically, they don't move backwards. Their normal speed of motion will get reduced. So when planets become Vakri, they become even more powerful. They get Cheshta Bala or something like which is an immense amount of energy, because when a planet is not able to exert that level of motion, even the aspects also will gain much amount of energy and they will be able to exhibit much more powerful results. But in what areas, that will depend upon their inherent nature. When Guru becomes Vakri, depending upon the Rashi and depending upon the Nakshatra transit, we can expect good results, because by inherent nature, Guru is a benefic planet. So, Vakreshu Mahaviryam, that's what Kalidasa says in Uttar Kalamrita. So, Jupiter, kind of an auspicious planet, when it turns Vakri, it will give even more good results than in ordinary phase. So, we can expect some good policies, good procedures, or some changes in the Jupiterian fields like banking and finance also. And because Jupiter is transiting in Mithun Rashi, we can expect certain changes in stock markets as well as in education sector. But again, this will depend upon the other planetary positions during the Jupiter's transit. So first let's see what will be the planetary positions, and then let's move ahead to the Medini Jyotish predictions. If you like my videos, please do like and share my videos among your friends and family circle. And please do drop in your feedback in comment section. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. So let's start the actual predictions about which I was speaking till now. So if you can see on the screen, this is what the planetary positions would look like on the day of transit of Jupiter back to Mithun Rashi. So Jupiter would be in Mithun Rashi, and at the same time Shani would be direct in Meena Rashi, then Mangal, Shukra, Surya all in Vrishtik Rashi, Rahu in Kumbha Rashi, and Chandra also would be in Meena Rashi. So the way the planetary positions will be in a bit different way, and no planets will be aspecting Guru. This is one fascinating thing here. And yes, Mangal has an aspect on Guru, but it is still not complete because the degree wise. So now if we consider all this, and if we start with the predictions, the first one which I would like to take up is on government and policy. Central government bills pending passage, banking, finance and education sector reforms, we can expect them. Political instability and weak governance, this can be anticipated, and bureaucratic activities will increase many such policy amendments. So governance and policy will have a higher level of impact. Reason also is that at the time of transit, Guru would be just getting Mars aspect but not a Prabal aspect, not just based on the degree. Even Mangal is completely combust by Sun. So that's also one reason. But as the time passes, after 16th of December, we will see majority of the planets in Dhanu Rashi. So during that time, there will be direct aspect on Jupiter and mutual aspect between Jupiter and other planets like Surya, Mangal and Jupiter. All the three will have mutual aspect on each other, and later Shukra also will join the party, and then Buddha also will join the party somewhere in the month of January. So by mid of January, all the planets would have completed that mutual aspect between Jupiter and themselves. So considering these positions which would come after 16th of December, I can say there will be a lot of restructurings, or there will be a lot of reformations which will happen in banking, finance and education sector, and many bills which are pending to be passed, that also would get more precision or will get more push to be worked upon by the central government. And bureaucratic activities, as I mentioned, will be in high action, and there could be some policy amendments as well. So overall to say, many pending work in the governance and in policy making will actually get a very great push during this time, and that can be implemented. We have to first remember Mithun Rashi is the third Rashi in Kalpurush Kundli, and which is known for writing, and Buddha is that planet. And when Buddha also comes to Mithun Rashi, Buddha also when it comes to Dhanur Rashi, there will be an exchange between Buddha and Guru. So this will definitely bring in lot of amendments, especially in terms of trade wars, trade tariff issues. There will be a lot of reversals, a lot of amendments and lot of policy changes also will happen. And regarding social media also, there will be a lot of regulations. Before March 11, these things can get drafted as well. So government and policy making will be at a very high swift action is what I can say. Next comes financial markets. Stock markets will face a lot of volatility. Investors' sentiments will weaken in the initial weeks of December, because Guru, who was aspecting 11th house, will be little bit slow in his motion. So because in Mithun Rashi, when Guru was in a direct motion, he completely took care of the 11th house. So Rahu in 11th house couldn't play any of his illusionary games. Now when Guru again being in Mithun Rashi will not be able to have complete control over Rahu. So when Guru is Vakri, Rahu will be in a very better motion, because Rahu has a different kind of a way of giving results, and it has been noticed in the past that Guru's Vakri aspect will not have much major impact on Rahu, because they move in a different direction as well. So both planets are Vakri, I understand, but Rahu would be moving towards Shatabisha Nakshatra, which is his own Nakshatra, and Guru would be in Punarvasu Nakshatra, which is his own Nakshatra. But when Rahu becomes more stronger and when Guru becomes little bit weaker, that's when it will be difficult to handle Rahu. So Guru's results will be more powerful, but as a planet won't be that powerful. That's something we have to understand, because with Buddha, Guru doesn't share a cordial relation. He is his own son, not a biological son, but still accepted son. But Guru doesn't feel that comfortable in Buddha's Rashi. So it is still an inimical sign to him. So we can't expect financial markets to perform really well. There will be high level of volatility. Some kind of investor sentiments or poor mood of traders will actually bring down the markets also at times in the month of December. And recovery is expected somewhere after mid of January with some improved gains or some settlement is what I would say. But December wouldn't be that good month for the investors. Generally seen, majority of the time during Christmas there will be a kind of market corrections, a slight market corrections, but this time also it may happen. So that's what we are expecting from financial markets for this Jupiter's transit. Next, let's go to global affairs, which is quite important for everyone, I believe, because I keep getting messages or emails related to that. Diplomatic tensions escalate post 16th of December. A lot of talks, a lot of peace talks, diplomatic talks, everything will start because there will be warlike situation. But conflict resurgence is pretty likely, because Guru will try to bring or try to have that talks during the month of December. But once all the planets are in Dhanur Rashi, it will become bit difficult to actually make the peace talks work for anyone actually, because Guru is a diplomatic planet. It actually wants to clear everything on the table and doesn't want to end up in battlefield. But Dhanur Rashi, where Surya, Mangal, Shukra, everyone will enter, is a natural battlefield. Of course, Guru is the lord of Dhanur Rashi, but by inherent nature, Guru wants to resolve things through talks because now it is in Mithun Rashi. But it won't let that happen, or it won't be able to fructify because Surya is in a very good position. Surya in Dhanur Rashi acts like the way Surya is in Mesh Rashi, which has been observed many a times in the past. So that's why, because it's a battlefield. And next Rashi is Makar Rashi, which is the Ucha Rashi for Mangal. So Mangal in Dhanur Rashi also will perform extremely well. So when both Raja and Senapati are in such good condition, even Guru's wisdom words won't have much effect. And that's what we can see during this time. So post somewhere 16th of December, even though there will be diplomatic talks, warlike situations becomes possible and conflict resurgence is pretty likely. So we may have again certain incidents which may not be satisfactory. And once all planets comes to Makar Rashi, India would be in a very prominent phase, or would be in a very successful place, is what I can see now. So that's from the global affairs point of view. Next, coming to natural events. So we can expect high magnitude earthquake, naval or aerial attacks or disturbances, that also can be seen because Shani is in Jalatattva Rashi, even Surya Kuja is in Jalatattva Rashi at the time of transit of Jupiter, and Guru is transiting to a Vayu Tattva Rashi. So naval and aerial disturbances are pretty likely, and because this is happening in kind of a Rashi which is kind of a southwest, because Mithun Rashi, even though it is west direction representing, I see southwest monsoon 90 to 95% it will bring rainfall. So heavy monsoon as well as a lot of rainfall in the southwest of India is expected. Even the northeast monsoon will affect the whole southern India, and we can expect huge amount of rainfall this year in southern part of India. Especially west part of India, Mumbai shores, and in Kerala side there will be a red alert. Also states like Tamil Nadu will have to be very careful during the month of December and January. Next, let's go to regional focus. So unusual developments in north part of the India will draw attention across the country as well as across the globe, because Jan and Feb seems to be not so good month for the country, and it can trigger some unprecedented events, because now currently Bharat is in Mangal Dasha, Mangal Antardasha, and in February end or something it will enter Rahu Pratyanta Dasha. Whenever Mangal Rahu comes in, that is somewhere after mid of Feb, we may expect some communal riots or communal tensions, border issues, all of this, because Mangal is in Rahu's nakshatra and Rahu is in the lagna of country's lagna, that is Vrishab lagna. So, and nobody is aspecting Rahu, so Rahu is exalted and also is very free, so he can implement his energy in any direction which is little bit difficult to manage, because Rahu inherently is a Rakshasa, is a demon, so we can't expect him to give good results at all times. So unusual developments in the north direction may draw some attention because of Rahu's presence in Kumbha Rashi, and also for the planets which are getting accumulated in Dhanur Rashi, that's also is one of the direction, and Shani in the Meen Rashi will actually channelize this, because Shatabisha Nakshatra where Rahu is and Uttara Bhadrapad Nakshatra where Shani Dev will enter in the month of Jan 2026 represents north and northwest direction. So these directions will have major amount of impact, north, northwest and little bit of northeast also. So overall the north direction will be at center of light is what I would say. Next, let's go to media and communication, because Jupiter's entry to Mithun Rashi will boost media and journalism, and Mercury represents those areas. So we may see major shift or major transformations in the field of journalism as well as in mass communication. There will be a lot of new opportunities for orators, artists and skilled professionals, and people who are into social media as a profession, as a content creators, will also get a very great boost, and also some new ideas, new platforms and a new way of making their lives. So media and communication will get much better possibilities is what I would say. And not just that, even government also may show some great interest in improving the life of content creators after 16th of December, because when Surya Guru are transiting in 3-9, not just diplomatic talks for war and other matters will happen, but also for the media and also for the better communication across the country, that also may take place. So not just trade talks, not just diplomatic talks, but we can expect some good results even in this area as well. And a new emergence of AI tools or some new shift in AI related activities also may incur during this time. And coming next to the final one, that is health matters. There could be some sudden cold, cough and fever like flu across the country, and this can affect small children, and this can disturb the government's policies and government's daily routine. So they might have to pay a little bit attention, modifying some of their routine and paying more attention to them. So cold, cough, fever may become pretty common in the month of December as well as in the month of January. But after mid of January, I don't see much effect of it. But the whole month of December, I see cold, cough, fever for small children will be a big headache, and that may spread like a virus also. So that's what we can see due to this Jupiter's transit in Mithun Rashi. But there's a silver lining in Mithun Rashi transit, that is, despite of all this turmoil and sudden events, there will be some amount of peace and stability in the whole world. Because whenever these kind of events does take place, for a couple of months there wouldn't be that amount of peace and stability, but still people will live happily ever and also will be cheerful because of Jupiter's good aspects on the 9th house as well as on the 11th house. So no matter what happens, people will definitely travel a long distance, because it's being in the 3rd house will be aspecting 9th house. So there will be a great surge in tourism industry as well as in the hospitality and also in luxurious events as well. So for the New Year parties or even for the any kind of year-end activities which does takes place, you will see large number of people gathering to it. So a lot of big events will take place this calendar year end and in also in the start of the year. Irrespective of whether it is a new year or not, this time there will be a lot of get together, new friends, new connections, everything will take place and new ideas will flourish and new friendships that also will flourish, because Jupiter being in 3rd house is aspecting both 9th and 11th house. So this is very important to make new connections, build our network and also to think something differently than we were doing on a daily basis. So Jupiter's transit to Mithun Rashi definitely brings some amount of troubles which are quite worrisome, but from an individual perspective, if you are a creative thinker, if you are someone who wants to achieve something new, then this could be one last chance for you. That's it for the day. Thank you so much for watching my channel, and please do subscribe and pass the videos to your friends and family circle. If you want to take up consultations from me, please do refer to the link in the bio, or you can write to me at jyotishacharyarameshri@gmail.com. You can find it on my bio as well. So until we meet again, thank you and have a good day.